Hey, how you doing? Justin here to talk about songs that will be great choices for lesson 10. The focus of this lesson really was that weak fingered G chord and the minibar A. Nitsudge chose to mostly work on the weak fingered G chord, songs that were good for that, but we did a little bit of work on the A minibar as well. A lot of it's down to the songs that you want to play, and at this stage in your journey you really want to aim for songs that you really like, ones that might become part of your repertoire further down the line. So I'd spend a bit of time thinking about what songs are going to be the best choices here, because you know kind of most of the chords now. There's a few that we've yet to cover, but you know the song choices are vast. There's a lot of choice here. Any of the songs that are mostly like C, F and G or A minor, G, F are going to be good choices, because they're the ones where the 3-4 fingering, the weak finger G fingering, is most likely to be the best choice. When you deal with other chord progressions, you're going to find the other variations of the G chord might be more appropriate. But it depends on what you feel comfortable with, because at the end of the day, you want to be using the tools that you feel most comfortable using to play music that you really like. That should be your focus at this point. There's one song that I just think is outstanding for this week, though, which is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. It's F chord to G chord for pretty much the whole song. There's a little instrumental section after the first chorus where it's slightly different, but it just uses an A minor chord. Now, what Nitsudge was doing was experimenting between using an F major 7 to the weak fingered G, a mini F to the weak fingered G, and a full bar chord F to the weak fingered G. So that was a really great kind of practice session, really. It's a song, it's a little bit more enjoyable than that. Full bar chord F to the weak fingered G didn't really happen. I was kind of hoping it was going to, but it didn't really get very close. But you know, it's a good experience to have a go at it and start trying incorporating full bar chord F if you can play it. You know, having a go at it, putting it into a song is a really good thing to be doing. Other great songs all along the Watchtower, the Dylan thing, or Hendrix, depending on which version you prefer. A minor, G and F for the whole song. So that's a nice one. Again, you could be using full F or mini F or F major 7 in that context would work great. Jambalaya, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, the Hank Williams song, C, F and G, again, really nice one. If you want something a little bit more challenging, Little Talks, fantastic song, dancey pop song or whatever, but it's a little bit more challenging. Like the chord changes are a lot faster, so you're going to have to be on your game for that. If you're using my app, remember that you can slow the tempo down a little bit as well. That will work nicely in that instance. Dance the Night Away by the Mavericks is quite a good choice if you want to use the mini bar A. Just because it's going D to A, you should already be familiar with the song if you did it earlier. If you didn't do it earlier, maybe it's, could be a new one, or you could pick any of the songs that you chose that were just D chord to A chord back in lesson 1. Just to get a bit of an experience moving to that mini bar A, because it is a really useful chord. It's what I use for an A chord most of the time. Okay, so you probably will find it useful. Lefty, the Nitsudge thing, I've not really got to grips with it yet, but I will be in the coming weeks. I'm going to make sure I've got some songs in there that use that as well. What I Like About You, fantastic song going E, A, D, A, and if you're using that A mini bar thing, that could be a really nice one to do as well. In the next lesson, we're going to be talking a little bit about chord progressions as well, and different chord progressions, mainly because we're going to touch on songwriting in a couple of weeks, or next week, I think might be. So if you've got a bit of a handle on chord progressions, what they are, that they exist, that'll be a really helpful thing. So it might be something that you want to start experimenting with a little bit, is just exploring. You can use it just as song practice time, is exploring a chord progression. If you want to get into exploring the 1, 5, 6, 4, that'll be C, G, A minor, F. That chord progression is used on a ridiculous number of pop hits. There's the famous Axis of Awesome 4 chords thing, which you might want to check out. It really is an incredible chord progression, and one that can, there's so many songs that use it. It's almost like could be your first try. If you don't know how to play a song, it might end up being those chords. So that's something that you might want to explore a little bit as well. You can see that there are so many choices at this point. With so many chords, and you've explored a lot of different strumming and all of that sort of stuff. You just need to find some songs where the chords aren't crazy fast, that the strumming isn't crazy. if you want to have a go at doing something with a push in it, which was the rhythmic device that we talked about in this lesson, you could. For most of you, and definitely for Nitsuds, that's not ready to cook into a tune yet. So that's something that might take a little bit of time, a little bit of development, to get that up to scratch, that you might want to think about in the consolidation phase of grade 2. So plenty of stuff there. Pick some songs, find the songs that you love if you can. If you've got good suggestions here, as always, it's great for you to leave them in the comments there on the website, and I'll check into them, and any particularly stellar examples I'll move up into the main part of the lesson text. Really hope you're enjoying the course. See you for more very soon. Bye.